Mr. M.K. Anand, let me ask you this question. You're an industry veteran. You have led many channels to that numero uno spot in your career. I want to first ask you, these abnormal spikes that the BARC was referring to, are they normal in course? Do they happen?
First of all, these are not abnormal at all. If you promote a product, I mean any product for instance, I mean if you were to sell soap and then you have a marketing campaign, during that period the offtake of that soap goes up. I mean that is common knowledge. Everybody who's into any business, I mean even if you're a small business owner or if you're a big FMCG company or a newspaper or a news channel, landing pages is like taking a prized position on the shelf of a shop. So if you put say a toothpaste on the top shelf, it gets picked up more. So in that period, we had promoted Times Now, and we continue to sort of use landing pages as an effective marketing tool because it is perfectly legal. And
are we the only ones using it?
It's used by everybody before us and after us and continues to be used by all broadcasters because it is a perfectly legal manner in which viewership is promoted. It is a way by which more viewers stumble onto the channel, like something, and then they stay there.
Now let me tell you, the Enforcement Directorate has said that we used, in the period when this spike was happening, 18 to 20 landing pages, and Republic was on 10 of them. 10 of them, viewers. It's all in the report. The report is here. So if we were using landing pages and Republic was using landing pages, of course, Republic talks about money power constantly, this, that, the other, when they do all of this. Now, I want to ask you a more personal question, Mr. Anand, because a certain anchor constantly talks about money power, purchasing power, how that gives an advantage, landing pages are, this, that, the other. When that same individual was working here, was this channel on landing pages from time to time?
We've been using promotions of various natures, whether it is landing pages or marketing or, I mean, it's calling money power out is like saying that, if a company has a lot of money, it pays its editors a higher salary. I mean, we wouldn't be able to pay such an anchor, such top anchors, if we did not have money power. It's business. It's nothing to do with money power. Successful companies are able to corner better resources, and those resources are put in the service of putting better products because the consumer, the Indian consumer, demands and deserves products of global standard. And when that happens, we should not flinch in putting money into the product. Instead of sort of taking that money back as profits, we have put that money into the product. I mean, what is wrong in that? We are in the service of the consumer.
Viewers, it's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. Those that are today preaching were converted a long time back. They're duplicitous. They lie. Times Now doesn't. We don't hide. We never have. We never will. As I said, viewers, to you in the very beginning of this broadcast, and I'm going to say it again, that conviction comes with honesty. If you have nothing to hide, you will speak with honesty. And that's why you watch us. And I'll come to those numbers also in a short while, viewers. Let's have it out tonight. You and I, all of us, let's have it out. Videos, malicious creation. This was our response. About the videos, we have clarified that we neither have any knowledge nor any involvement in any such unscrupulous activity. In fact, this clearly points to the involvement of some malicious party entity who is trying to spoil our reputation. In the past, we have been the victim of reduced channel share and thinking that on-ground panel tampering by certain players may be the reason of the same. Have shared our concerns with your agency where the ratings have shown abnormality, unprecedented spikes from time to time, unquote. What are you trying to say here, Mr. Anand?
See, I think, Rahul, we all know the period of 2017 when a certain new channel was launched, and with all, due respect, with a lot of fanfare and a lot of earnest effort, I'm sure. But when that channel probably thought that it could walk all over the competition, including us, and when the first week and the second week and the third week passed and the realization dawned that things were not as easy, I think there was, there was some desperate measures or desperate attempts, and this is our feeling at that stage, because we started realizing that on the ground, there was, reports of multiple LCNs, which is an illegal activity which was reported. In fact, at that stage, if you remember, it was taken up by the News Broadcasters Association and then by India Today group. It was sort of taken in the Delhi High Court, and it was sort of blocked. And even after that, we saw that in the English news space, there was unusual activity which we time and again picked up with the then BARC management. And we were sort of not really able to get satisfactory response from there, and we felt that there was something really not right. And that's the time when we started talking to media. If you remember, we started talking to a media house, and there were a series of articles that started coming out. And that is when there was a little bit of a consternation and irritation, I would say, in the BARC then management. And that is when this whole thing started coming up that, you know what, guys, you are doing panel tampering. And then we sort of challenged them. And then they had the, whatever audacity, I would say, to sort of send us a show cause notice with a made-up, got-up video, which we completely and totally refused, and completely sort of we denied that we had sort of anything to do with it.
So this was an attempt to blackmail.
It was a complete and direct attempt to blackmail to keep us quiet.
This is a very important point. I want to bring in Navika Kumar. Navika Kumar, we used to get into these so-called meetings over TRP when the data would come. Today, I want to say, viewers, the honest truth to you. The news are number at 9. The show is number 1. It is the number 1 show in 1 million plus, 22 plus bracket. That is the only bracket that the industry looks at. If you look at the cumulative average of the last, 8, 9, 7 weeks, it is the number 1 show. This is after BARC supposedly told us that it had cleaned up all the irregularities, all the mess, and of course, the INB minister asked BARC to release the data. Since then, viewers, it's been. Before that, Navika, I want you to tell the viewer, you were perplexed. You used to tear your hair out because 1 week you were up there, the next week you were down, and you said, "Ye kya ho raha hai?"
Well, I just want to focus, Rahul, on the dates of the questions that were given to us by the BARC.
Yeah.
2017.
Yes.
Is it true, MK, that spikes happened only in 2017 when we were being asked questions? I just want to ask you, have spikes never happened before when a certain individual who today is screaming from the pulpit, did spikes never happen in his tenure as the major domo on this channel?
I think TRPs are are like ECG, are like statistics. So I think spikes are a part of it, and it over a period of time gets averaged, and that is the reason advertisers buy 13-week average. Nobody buys a weekly rating, and spikes are the way people. Everybody doesn't watch everything every day. So I mean, somebody watches something for that day, there is a sort of a spike that comes up. But I think Navika, when you spoke about the dates, I think Rahul, we have not gone beyond just this whole point about spikes and landing pages, etc. My question is, where in the ED report has Times Now been implicated? Just because Times Now's name has been taken in the report for reference to certain Vigilance Committee show cause notice does not mean that that investigation led to anything. First of all, there's a matter of 2017.
I will come to, let's not get ahead of ourselves. I'll come to it. Let's break this down one by one. There's a lot more. So in this response, viewers, as I said, which is in my hand right now, we go on. First, we said that the videos are malicious creation. Then we said we request the details about these videos. In our reply, dated 29/11/2017, that is the 29th of November 2017, we said we have already clarified our position and stand on this issue in a very clear manner. And we had requested for details about the videos to initiate necessary action from our side to find out the parties involved. We reiterate that these videos are highly sensitive and confidential in nature, and we expect you to maintain a high amount of caution to maintain the confidentiality of the same under any and all circumstances. We also went on to say that it's a malicious act of certain organizations and broadcasters, as MK was just telling you. We wish to inform you, we told BARC, that we have strong reasons to believe that this is nothing but a motivated and malicious act of certain organizations, broadcasters, to tarnish the image of our brand channel Times Now. At the cost of repetition, we once again confirm that Times Network and its management have not committed any act which is covered in your show cause notice and will never do so now or in the future. We begged BARC, we begged them, engage specialists or go to the police. As informed you earlier, we said to BARC, we are ready to support BARC in any manner that you feel practical, even financially, to engage specialists. If you don't have the money, we'll contribute. Or to go to the appropriate authorities, in which case is the police, of course, to investigate this matter so that we can reach to a step closer to end this malice rampantly spreading in our industry, which will ultimately dilute the importance of television ratings and BARC. We are ready to stand with BARC in all such initiatives to fight and deal with this. Viewers, would a person guilty want to go and be a part of a probe onto themselves? Will we commit resources to probe us so that we are crucified? It defies logic, MK.
And
yes.
No, and that's not important. We said we'll do it, and BARC accepted. BARC accepted our response, MK, and that is the clear letter that was sent to us on the 13th of December 2017. And BARC said, in view of the explanation provided by you in the captioned interim reply and the letter dated December 13, 2017, as well as the clarification provided by your representatives about the abnormal increase in viewership in the raw data during the course of meetings conducted, we have decided not to initiate any action against you under the show cause notice.